Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, I just wanted to come on here and quickly talk about the Forbidden and Limited list and skill balance update. That's right, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I just wanted to quickly come on here and talk about it because it is big. I have looked at it, so this isn't like a first look. This is more so just here are my thoughts on the Duel Links thing and kind of what to expect and why a lot of these things were hit. Now, notably, this is also right after Worlds, which I kind of expect for basically every single one of the formats to get a ban list of some kind. But yeah, here is the Duel Links one. Came out real quick. We have Odd Eye's Raging Dragon being the only limit, and that is mostly to, I believe, take it away from utilizing the Orchest engine. Specifically, Babylon is also at 1 right now, so limiting the Odd Eyes Dragon is to specifically limit the Orchest engine inclusion in the Odd Eyes stuff, which is fine, I guess. Realistically, I think that this deck needs more hits. Most notably with the skill. I think that the skill is obscene. So there's that. Limit to 2s, we have Mech Knight Blue Sky going from 3 to 2. Not entirely sure why this is happening. I genuinely don't know. We have the Fuki Modoshi Piper, the Speedroid Piper, going to 2 as well. This is to contest with the Speedroid Yo-Yo, which is the normal summon, which you would almost absolutely play 2 of. But yeah, Piper was a very nice, additional reborn that could just generate you more card advantage. So seeing this limited to 2, basically killing it or taking it out of the deck, means that you're less likely to actually see additional cards for additional back row and disruption. Farfa is going from 1 to 2, a buff. Pretty simple. I don't think Burning Abyss really has anything that they play at 2 that this really conflicts with. This is just one of their better cards. Farfa is just one of the better Burning Abyss cards, so having more of it is pretty nice. We also have Orchest Nightmare being limited to 2. Orchest is literally the best, the second best deck right now, I believe, and mostly due to the fact that, or I guess it's not the second, it's the third best, but it's kind of been splashable in a whole bunch of decks, and yeah, Orchest Nightmare going to 2 now puts a limit 2 onto the Orchest archetype, which means that now they can't play generic limit 2 cards, or they can't be splashed as easily in other archetypes as well, which may be probably why Mech Knight Blue Sky is also limited to 2, but I don't know for certain if that's the case, because Mech Knights were still very strong, but yeah, probably something along those lines. Indigo Eclipse is also going from unlimited to 2 as well. I'm not entirely sure why this is happening. Mech Knights aren't crazy in any capacity. They're decent, but they're not really seeing a whole lot of play. So again, limitations to both of these cards, putting them both basically to 1 is a bit weird, but okay. Next up, we have the Orchest Harpor going from unlimited to 3. Limited to 3 means that you can't play a lot of those limit to 3 traps, as well as other such cards. And can't be splashed in as many archetypes as well. So yeah, that's just a big hit just in general. This is probably one of the bigger hits. So there's that. Next up, we have Dark Contract going from unlimited to 3. I don't know why we're putting so many things in particular to 3, but alas, there we are. We have Transmodify from 1 to 3, and then a buff for Ritual Beasts. You love to see it. Ritual Beast Tamer Elder is also going to 3. Fantastic. It's been at 2 for the longest time. It died ages ago, so there's that. Where's Ixchel, by the way? You could put every single one of the Dark Lord cards 2/3 and it wouldn't matter. Do you want to know why? Because it's all about skills now. It has been for quite some time, so I really don't think that having a generically good deck that doesn't require a specific skill like Orchest was, I don't think that's going to matter. Also, Orchest is far better than what Dark Lords were, and they also didn't need a skill. So, yeah, Dark Lords could be unlimited, I think, genuinely. Maybe keep Contact and Sanctified to 2, so that they're not going to take over the world, but you could put Ixchel at 3. Moving on, cards to be unlimited. Magician Navigation. Cool. Dark Magician hasn't done anything for a while. Winda is also unlimited. For some reason, this card was limited to 3. I genuinely cannot tell you why. It was the dumbest decision. I think it was mostly because of, like, invoked stuff, being able to, like, just set an additional window to stall for a little bit longer. I genuinely don't know why they limited this card in any capacity, but they did. Goki Super X is now unlimited. Gokis aren't really doing anything. Metal Foes Fusion was limited to 1. I believe you can only get 1. No, you can get 3 copies. So now it's unlimited. Sure. Magician's Rod now completely unlimited. DD Savant Kepler is now unlimited. I think it was, previously at 3. However, they switched that with the Dark Contract. Don't know why, but they did. So there's that. Don't know what that changes. Tuning is now unlimited. Dark Armed Dragon is now unlimited. Moray of Greed is now unlimited. Liquid Soldier is now unlimited. Inishichi is now unlimited. Volfern, the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider is now unlimited. And Aloof Lupine is unlimited. So, Thunder Dragons. Nice. Thunder. This is a big buff to Thunder Dragons. However, I don't know if this does anything. I'm not gonna lie. Thunder Dragons just kind of can't keep up, mostly due to the fact that, like, skills. They still have a few other cards as well, limited. But here are the full changes here. Lots of unlimits, lots of buffs, and I love to see that. Basically all of this is very good. Very good to see. I don't think that the meta honestly needed much changing in terms of the actual cards that we're seeing play and the amount that they were seeing play in, but I do like most of the hits. Obviously, Orcus has kind of outlived its usefulness, basically. Orcus has been around for a little bit too long, and it's really frustrating because I was just building this deck, and now I have to, like, entirely dismantle it and play a very different build. But now I could play Ritual Beast, so who cares? Ritual Beast, let's go! Moving on, we have ourselves the skill rebalancing, and the only thing that's really worth noting is Clear Wing Acceleration. Now requires you to send a card for the mill effect, and can only send red-eyed dice. Now that does matter, because a lot of times that's how you would actually get into your full plays, and send that follow-up as well, to really facilitate the whole game plan, and end on 2 monsters with negates and stuff like that. But all in all, I don't see this killing Speedroid, but I do think that it will take a stiff dive. The biggest thing that I've noticed is, like, Odd Eyes is still probably the best deck. If you haven't looked at the tier list, let me show it real quick. Here's the tier list, specifically, notably, for the for tournaments. So this is not for the ladder or anything like that, but in terms of for competitive tournaments, we have Odd Eyes, Speedroid, Orcust, Trickstar, Destiny Heroes, and Rockets. And I do expect that basically to be the same. I don't expect much to change. I do kind of think these are going to, for the most part, stick around. Maybe Orchestra drops off of the tier list, maybe goes down to tier 3 or just off entirely, but I don't really see much leaving in terms of, like, fully. I still think Orcus is very playable. Yes, you have, like, the limitation to Scrap Recycler alongside the limitation to Harp Horror, making it a little bit more difficult, but all things considered, I really don't see that being the nail in the coffin for Orcus. I still think Orcus is going to be good. Maybe a few other decks, though, do pop up, but I do think, like, these will probably still be the best decks, especially Odd Eyes in particular. Trickstar probably gets better. Rockets definitely get better. Destiny Hero maybe gets better. But honestly, I'm not entirely certain, and we could see a whole shakeup. This could change a whole lot, or it could change nothing. Who knows? But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.